Sorin, my old friend, I've come to play with you again. Okay, hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we're playing Sorin's Revival. So Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord, and Revival. So the best thing about Sorin, first off, its take up ability is amazing. Its static ability, as long as it's your turn, creatures and planeswalkers you control have lifelink. But then the negative X ability, return target creature with converted mana cost X or less, X from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature is a vampire in addition to its other types. The X or less is a very important thing. It's not X or less, it's X. I messed that up before. Anyway, so what we're trying to do with this deck is we're basically just playing a lot of really good value 2 and 3 drops that are really good if they stick on the battlefield. And that's the issue with things like Cruel Celebrant. Or we might want to get them back from the graveyard for another ETB effect like Dusk Legion Zealot or Playcrafter, or a dies to something effect like Tithe Taker and all the Afterlife tokens. And so that's why we have Revival and Sorin. 4 of each to make that happen. We can also use the revenge side of this just to kind of gain some life if we need to. So we do have ways to gain tons of life in this deck with Sorin, with all of our creatures. And then we have Taste of Karlov, which really works well with Cruel Celebrant. And we're just trying to get some value with this deck. And that's why we have other things like Militia Bugler, Dusk Legion Zealot to try to draw us cards along the way. I was debating on kind of going full ETB effect with Legion Battlement, I think it is, whatever, the elephant that they ride, whatever, and then whenever it leaves the battlefield, it comes back. So I was debating on doing something like that, but it didn't work as well with Cruel Celebrant. So we're going to go ahead and jump into just this deck how it is, and let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how it goes, and wish me luck. Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to fusiongamingonline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below. All right, up against Pluto. Pluto is a planet. Yeah. I'm in between, honestly, with the... I actually want to hear your guys' argument on, do you believe Pluto is a planet or not? Heard about Pluto? That's messed up, right? What's that from? That's the other thing. If you don't know that, then we're in, can't be friends anymore. Yeah, I love the shirt that keeps going in and out of being like able to be seen. It's like, it's fun. All right. Well, we will play Tithe Taker. They might have to shock our face now. That's really the only thing that would come value out of Tithe Taker. I do like the Afterlife creatures against mono red. That's annoying though. All right, Pitiless Pontiff. All right, no attacks past the turn. We would like to find land for the Playcrafter. We can just keep creatures off the battlefield all day long. And this is actually looking more like a feather deck or something that has pump spells. Although it's very mono red so far. We'll see. You gonna do anything there, opponent? He is swinging in. I guess we block and block. No worry. Yeah, we're gonna say no blocks. We might be able to swing in for 4 here. Even if they do pump, like, shock our face, whatever, they do a lot of damage. But if we do find land in Playcrafter, then we just kind of start going crazy with this deck. All right, gonna shock our Pontiff. Pontificating. I don't even know what that means. Sorry, if that's something bad, I'm so sorry. I don't know words. All right, so I'm glad I didn't block. That would have been a good 2-for-1 for him. Or actually 2 for nothing. And dude, you were playing so slow. All right, there we go. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and swing in now, because we might want to sack this Tithe Taker. I'm in between. It might be stopping them from playing stuff on our turn, and we like to get this back in the graveyard so we can revival it, but we have so many right now. And it has 3 power. Yeah, let's go ahead and sack Tithe Taker. This time. Alright, so they do have the Lightning Strike, kills the Plague Crafter. We get the Afterlife token, so we do get value from it. I guess it would have been about the same either way. Any of the burn spells that aren't going towards our face, we count as a win. In any creature they play now, hopefully we find land for just Ravenous Chupacabra. Burning Prophet, that's fine. Yeah, we're just going to play Crafter again. Warlords of Fury. The Scry is amazing with the draw cards. Pretty awesome stuff there. Sorin, not too shabbily. All right, let's swing in with the flyer. Let's play Crafter. And we're just going to sack the flyer. Have a 3-2. If they want to lightning strike it or something again, that's totally fine. Chandra.
My hair is on fire? I'm going to sit back and watch it burn.
Oh man, I have not heard her voice acting. That's pretty fun. My hair's on fire? What? Let's see here. The life gain might just be enough. I'm debating if I want to kill. Let's just go for Sorin. We can Sorin and get the Playcrafter. When it gets destroyed, does it remove the loyalty counters? I think it's Exile that doesn't. So next, swing in, just in case. Swing in for 3. Gain the life. Let's go ahead and neg 3. Kill the Chandra. No more value for you. All right, so destroying it doesn't remove loyalty counters. I couldn't remember because I know when it enters, it gives all of the counters like to a bunch of other things anyway. So I wasn't positive there. All right, so let's I guess let's kill the Rekindling Phoenix. Yeah, so Revival, Playcrafter. Sack this Playcrafter. And Playcrafter. Sack the token. I mean, I'm not sure that's the best way to go about killing something. It's basically a 2-for-1. We spent a 2 mana and a 3 mana spell to kill it. We saw lots of stuff in our graveyard. A risk factor. We'll take action. We have so much life, doesn't even matter. Yeah. Booyah. All right, up against Whip like Flagella. Flagella. Flap like Flagella. Or Whip like Flagella. There we go. Keeping it. I like Dusklegion Zealot. I like all the card draw that we have in this available to us. So Swamp past the turn. Pitiless Pontiff is, we're running it as a one-of because it's a great way to get some value with the Cruel Celebrant along the way. So I don't necessarily want to be bringing it down right away. We did last game because it worked. We're going to go ahead and Dusklegion Zealot now. Pass the turn. Bond of Flourishing. Well, Militia Bugler is going to be grand. And Playcrafter can definitely get rid of that. So, Militia Bugler. Ooh, Teysa or Cruel Celebrant? That's a tough choice. We don't really have any death triggers now, but we have more Cruel Celebrants than we have Teysas. I'm gonna take a Teysa. It's a little bit greedy here, where Cruel Celebrant, I think, has more value overall, but Teysa just is more fun overall. And because I said at the beginning, we're here to have fun playing Magic, that's what we're gonna do. All right, Enter the Unknown. Okay, gets to gain life. Bolas the Citadel on the top. I'm not sure if they have the lands here, though. They haven't played a land yet this turn. They played a land this turn. All right, well, we are gonna play Crafter. Yeah, I just sack this one. We want the power on the battlefield. We want to get their life total down in case they do get to this Bolas the Citadel in the next 2 turns. I mean, they're still at 23. Jadelight Ranger. Alrighty. See, now we drew another Teysa. Cruel Celebrant definitely would have been better. They have their own Cruel Celebrant. Alright. Alright, well, let's get rid of something here. We're gonna sack the old Crafter here. Kills Cruel Celebrant. Yep, that's a smart play. And I guess we play to get the Pitiless Pontiff out. Yeah, they just kill creatures. They're gonna get down Bolas' Citadel next turn. Let's go ahead and get some stuff out on the battlefield. Pass the turn. And do you win? That's kind of the question here, is how crazy do you go? Yep, so they do have Citadel. They have 20 life. Oh my gosh, a Wildgrowth Walker off. What? Okay. 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 All right, well, Sorin gets us back a Playcrafter. So yeah, Playcrafter. And sack him. All right, so we got rid of a really bad boy. Swing in. Gain some life. Bring him down to 14, which is very important. Although I'm not sure it's low enough. Getting rid of multiple Wildgrowth Walkers, though, is great. The biggest issue is Path of Discovery. That's not a good thing. That's for sure. All right, Llanowar gets to explore, gets to find lands off the top. Maybe keep going here. Ah, man. All right, finds a land. How good can you run, my friend? They might have to play this land to play whatever's on top as well, which isn't typically what you want to be doing. All right, passes my turn. Let's go ahead. They already know we have this Teysa. Yeah, let's go ahead and play it. Doesn't really matter right now. Tick up. Ping ya. We're gonna ping ya. Swing in for 4. They're going to block it, bring them down to 10, and 10's pretty low. Unless they hit, like, the perfect things on top, we still have a shot. Do they still have a very good shot here? Yes. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding. With the Path of Discovery. Nice. Man, he has found so many Wildgrowth Walkers in the top 20 cards of his deck. I guess not quite 20, but... oh my goodness. For the love of donuts. Ooh, this is awesome. All right, so I'm happy that we're losing to an Abzan version of this, at least, that is running all of these things die. Which works really well with the Citadel, where you have to sacrifice all the permanents, which I think is the idea of it. And even if you don't ever get out Citadel, you have enough creatures out on the battlefield. You kind of gum up the board that the Kaya's Wrath might end up killing a more control-y deck or whatever. So opponent's definitely going off here. Oh my heavens. Another Jade Light Ranger. Yeah, go ahead. Just keep getting all of the value. Let's see how dead we are. I mean, I don't think that we can come back from this point now. The amount of life that they have and the fact that they just have so many good things to bring out. And the Path of Discovery. Yeah. We just don't have enough interaction in this deck. This deck is it's kind of like Hate Bears type of thing, where we can do a lot of stuff with creatures, but I don't have anything that interacts with artifacts and enchantments really in the deck at the moment, which maybe we need to bring in. But we're definitely dead here. I just wanted to kind of see how far they go. Let's see how far they go. Oh my gosh. All right, they have probably enough to just straight up kill us right now. I think with this one, it's 10 permanents. Yeah, so that's 10. So they could probably kill us right here, and that's if they don't get anything else. What's on top? Another land? Another Wildgrowth Walker, of course. Oh my goodness, very nice, my friend. Oh, I guess the Resolve All button doesn't really work. I'm playing this one out just because of how awesome it is. Please hit something else. Okay, there's the first land they played. Do they have another land on top? Oh my gosh, all right, cool. Bond of Flourishing. Yeah, at what point do you sack the Bolas' Citadel? I'm hoping that they could mill themselves first, kind of. Except they don't actually draw. Oh my goodness. Just ditches the Llanowar Elves. I don't think that you should do that here. If you're just digging for permanents, the chance of you having a land there is pretty bad. Oh, I forgot to Enter the Unknown lets them play more lands too. That's from hand. All right, yeah. I'm waiting for him to actually use his ability. Come on, do it. Do it, do it, do it. So what he does here is he's going to sack. He taps this, sacks 10 non-land permanents, which is all of his creatures. All of his creatures die, which then Cruel Celebrant, Poison Tip Archer, and all the Poison Tip Archers ping in for the rest of the damage. So that does 10 damage, but the rest of it at this point will do, oh my goodness, so much damage. Yeah, another Cruel Celebrant. Oh, this is so awesome. See, a lot of people get angry about people overdoing it. I think this is a blast. It's so fun. Like, please keep on destroying me in such cool ways. It's whenever people destroy me in like Control or like some other stuff where it's just like, cool, whatever. But this is why we play Magic, is because this kind of stuff can happen. Cruel Celebrant, yes. All right, dude, this is so good. I mean, I don't even know how many triggers we're gonna have with this. He's down to 11 cards. He's played his entire deck basically. Pitched aside a couple things he didn't even care about. And these are 24, 26s. Oh my goodness. Bring it, my friend. Dude, that Wild Growth Walker, the third walker off the top, is what did it for him. He's at 73 life. Yeah, sacks here with Willis' Citadel. Good game, yeah. So I knew it was coming. Didn't sack the other Poison Tip Archer, which I guess it's whenever another creature dies technically. So yeah, resolve all. There's 51 triggers still left. Yeah, so, and this is before the 10 damage even comes in. Yeah, we're all sorts of dead here. Oh, that's good. All right, up against Siri. Bring it on, Siri. And we are playing a Sorin Revival. And we can keep this. It's good enough. We have 2 drops. I'd like to have card draw on turn 2, but if we get up to these Militia Buglers, it's quite a bit of value. The issue with Militia Buglers when you pitch away lands that you need is always when it's sad. But this stack, we're not running anything that's over, I think, 4 converted mana costs, and so actually I need to double check and make sure we don't have too many lands in here. Yeah, we could probably bring in a few other things on the top end, like a Liliana could probably fit in here pretty well, just to get extra card draw. We're fine with things dying in this deck because of all the Afterlife tokens. I'm guessing Sorin goes away here because Militia Buglers, we already have 3 of them. And yeah, so Sorin, bye-bye. I'm sorry, dude. All right, up against Esper. Ooh, no land. That's not good. All right, swing in for dose. Down to 18, pass the turn. And hoping for land so we can at least get some extra value against a discard deck. I don't want to have to be discarding these guys. I'm okay pitching one of them away. Other than that, I think they might be better than Sorin here. Teferi, okay. Probably just ticks up. Bounce Tithe Taker maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it just ticks up. All right, well, just to keep him off of his ability here, and we're not going to do that much damage to face, so we can take him another 15. Do we just go face here? Yeah, let's just go face. Play Militia Bugler. You can bounce that. That's totally fine. Dusk Legion Zealot or Ministrant of Obligation. Cry of the Canarium is really annoying. Dusk Legion Zealot at least gets us... let's take a Ministrant of Obligation. If they do have a Kaya's Wrath up and coming, or multiples, then the Afterlife tokens are lots of value against board wipes. And even in this, we get to get stuff back. They might have to fire it off anyway. And we're still going to be playing, I think, Militia Buglers here, just because they're so good. All right, Afterlife tokens coming down. I don't know why he didn't play that main phase, or on my turn. Probably could have gotten value. Maybe that's because we had the Ministrant of Obligation. Sorin, huh? Sorin gets to kill Teferi. We just can deal with it now. Yeah, okay. So target Planeswalker. Gain some life. Gain some life. We kill Teferi. We slowed ourself down though doing that. So I'm not sure that was necessarily the best play, where Teferi wasn't doing a ton of things against us. The neg 3 ability is the biggest issue, which he did bounce 1 spirit so that he didn't die. Well, that's kind of the biggest thing is that he gets to draw a card from it. Like that's really the value. And we'll take care of him while we can. You know, if it's not out of the way or nothing. All right, so this, we get to put the card into our hand, so we don't actually draw it. So Militia Bugler, just fine. We won't be drawing extra cards. It's Dusk Legion Zealot and things that are going to be more annoying. So we're just going to ignore Narset until we can basically kill it for free. Or just with a 1/1 or something. All right, Thought Erasure. Sure. Let's try to find a 2/2, I guess, or a 2 converted mana cost. All right, so Dusk Legion Zealot doesn't do anything for us, so Tithe Taker. Can't do stuff on our turn. We could stop her from getting another activation this way. We can also grab another Militia Bugler. Let's stop her from having another activation. So, yeah, targets Narset. Man, I want to be making sure we are attacking face at some point, though. Because one of the best things about Planeswalkers is that they just basically become extra life for the opponent. Where that, you know, they've now taken up 4 or 5 points of damage. They'd be at 10 now, and we'd be swinging in for 5 more. That's a much faster clock. So, but the extra activations might be good enough. I don't know. It's always a toss up. All right, Ministrant Obligation. The best in Oath of Kaya. All right, that's fine. Kill the Bugler. The Bugler. Plaguecrafter would be great. Unfortunately, Bugler doesn't really get that back for us. If we attack there, they're going to be gaining life. Again, we're kind of taking them away from what we're trying to have them, what we want to do. They're a discard deck. Let's go ahead and get that down. Ministrant of Obligation. They already know that we have it. And so do we ping Narset here and just swing in versus getting back more value this turn? I guess so. I didn't want them to gain more life, and we could hold off a turn. Playing Militia Bugler into another 3-drop would be really good. But if they have things like Cry of the Canarium, it just hurts us so bad, which guaranteed this deck is playing it. And this is the time to play it if they have it. Yep, there it goes. Which Militia Bugler would have survived. I don't know. Cry of the Canarium is one of the worst cards for us. And they had the Elder Spell. Yeah, well, now we're gonna cry. Just kidding. We're gonna be joyful and happy. All right, so Militia Bugler or Dusk Legion. Let's go ahead and Militia Bugler. We don't even have the Dusk Legion Zealot. That's right. We kept putting it to the bottom. Tithe Taker. Play Tithe Taker. And this is the whole point of the deck, is that even when we get board wiped, even when bad things happen, we can refill the board pretty well. At least with a couple of creatures. It's more of a tempo deck than it is a very aggressive or anything like that. It's just we're going to keep having value out on the battlefield. And Liliana is annoying. Worst.
Loyal and silent.
It just creates a zombie. Yeah, probably the best play there. If we attack her... Ooh. Revenge, eh? We don't have a Plaguecrafter. Plaguecrafter would be amazing. All right, so we deal more damage if these guys go at Liliana. The issue is them drawing cards. Okay, so I'll attack at Liliana. Let's go ahead and let them gain the life, yeah. We get more value from the revenge side of this if they've gained life. Yeah, they get to draw a card, though. That is the biggest thing. Liliana is so annoying with that. But now we have something that's more evasive. We can, I guess, ping her. And then revenge. Down to 8. We're up to 62. Yep. That's part of the reason I wanted to swing in first, was to gain a little bit more life, where we're just even further away. So as long as we can keep Liliana from ultimating, we might have a shot here. But with the drawing a card every turn, they could make us sack stuff now. But we got them down to -4, so they would lose Liliana if they did that. So the best play here is to just create a zombie creature, just keep creating a bunch of them. We can't really slow them down enough. Yeah, there's Teferi. We're probably just dead now. In fact, I'm going to see what we draw here, then we'll probably just concede, because there's just too much value between these two that it's probably just game. We fought the good fight, and I think that we could have played things a little bit differently here and there, where there was like a couple lines where, like grabbing in Militia Bugler, we might have hit something amazing. The issue is Playcraft is one of our best things to hit, and Militia Bugler puts it to the bottom. That's the one kind of downside of Militia Bugler in this deck. It hits everything else except for Playcrafter, and that's land, and we will concede. All right, up against Vadis. Bring it on, Vadis. And the other thing that we're missing in this deck too is a Sarah Disciple. I was trying not to be too expensive, where we just are playing a couple of 4-drops. Like I think we have 4 4-drops altogether, and bringing in a 5th and 6th just seemed a little too expensive. But if we're not playing 5 and 6 drops, I don't know. We're down pretty low on land, so I don't know. Let me know if you guys think I need to have a Sarah Disciple in this deck. I do think that having the evasive 4 damage and everything, like, it is a very good card. And then if it dies, we get value. So I think it's a bit of a toss-up. But we're definitely going to play Cruel Celebrant. I'd like to get down once we actually have more creatures out on the battlefield. So we're just going to Dusk Allegiant Zealot now. I think we're going to go Ministrant into Teysa. Shalai. Alrighty. Shally's a little bit annoying. Do we want to dig for... We can't even grab a Playcrafter with that, so I guess we just play Ministrant of Obligation, pass the turn. No attacks. And this is the Bant deck, and this is a good deck. Vivian, yep.
The wild wasn't meant to be contained.
We're just hoping to get enough value on the battlefield that they're going to have a hard time really dealing with us. All right, so Teysa. I'll attack at Vivian. They have to block here, but then we get 4 blockers. Yeah, so
Not dead.
Kill Vivian. That means that this card, I guess that card can still be played. Man, Vivian's so good. So good. It's just a 3-mana draw card for green. That also has upside if it doesn't die right away. Yeah, it's like draw 2, I guess, technically. Man, it's so good. All right, there's a Playcrafter. So let's Cruel Celebrant into Playcrafter, sacrifice our Ministrant of Obligation, have blockers in the air. Yes. A Cruel Celebrant. Pay 2 live. Let's actually swing in with Ministrant of Obligation first. And now we play Crafter. Sack the Ministrant. Maybe getting rid of Playcrafter would have been better just because we have so many ways to bring it back. But now we have 4 guys in the air with Lifelink and Vigilance. So we can block and kill any of these guys. The counters that might come onto Shalai are going to be annoying. And the Crazy here. But now we have a really big board. If they swing in for 4, we also get to ping in, and that's 8 points of damage because of Teysa. So I'm worried about a Deputy of Detention here. Okay, Vivian. Vivian's fine. Vivian is not our biggest worry.
You can't stop nature.
The worry is if they find a Deputy of Detention. Yep, there they go. They found it. All right, well, we're going to start swinging with them then. Probably at Vivian. Sorin, Okay, so all attack. Do we go Vivian? Do we even care about Vivian here? We might just go face and make them deal with it. I would like for them to kill Playcrafter. They have an answer to all these guys, so I'm guessing they might kill Playcrafter here. That way we can Sorin and bring it back. And otherwise, I think that... Yeah, so they do kill Playcrafter. So this is what we expected. We do lose 2 guys here. We get a bunch of pings in, though, so down to 9. Vivian's going to be annoying. Ministrant or Militia Bugler here. Sorin gets back Playcrafter. We kill Krasis. That was the plan, right? All right, so the issue is that Sorin dies here. But I do think it's still the right play. And now we might want to sack one of these guys just so that Deputy doesn't really do much. Yeah, sack one of these guys. Keep the Playcrafter around. See who they get rid of. Yeah, definitely Hydra Krasis. All right, so we get to ping him down to 7. And a Deputy of Detention gets the 3 tokens. Totally fine. I mean, if they swing in here, they're in quite a bit of trouble. Olosmir, all right. And kill the Cruel Celebrant. Knight of Autumn gains the life back. All right, good call. Kill Sorin. Yep. We do need to worry about this Vivian Reed. Ooh, another Cruel Celebrant is amazing here. Cruel Celebrant. Let's go Militia Bugler. Olosmir is going to be annoying. A Militia Bugler. Ravenous Chupacabra. The other Cruel Celebrant might have been worthwhile. Swing these guys at Vivian. We want to go face here instead is the question. Vivian ultimating will be an issue because they all have vigilance. They can just keep blocking, but they can never really swing in without dying if we go face right now. Tolosmir is going to be annoying. Let's just go face. This is risky. In case they have more ways to gain life, but I'm guessing they're going to be going for the Tolosmir plan here, and they can't kill Teysa here. They can block it, and then maybe just let 3 in, but then they're down to 5. If anything dies, that is 4 triggers. So they go down to 1. If anything else dies again. And Ravenous Chupacabra, it's a creature an opponent controls. But then we get rid of a blocker. They know that we're getting rid of Shalai next turn. They can't really block stuff after that point either. Yeah, there's some pretty fun stuff that we can do here. Where Vivian is annoying, but it doesn't really stop the plan once we get to this point. The issue would be another Deputy of Detention. Is opponent just timing us out here? Okay. Another Deputy of Detention to kill the Cruel Celebrants is annoying. All right, so we get a ping in for even more damage. We are totally fine with that. That's better than hitting him with the Playcrafter. Did they? Oh, they blocked there and then... Okay, yeah. Okay, Tolosmir. Yep. I forgot about losing one of these guys, but that pings them down to 1. Ravenous Chupacabra. Please swing in with that. Actually, Shalai is fine to swing in, I guess.
one knows the wilds like I do.
Oh, they found a deputy. That's fine. That's fine. Actually, all we have to do is swing him with Cruel Celebrant now. Cruel Celebrant kills him. Yeah, good game. I kind of forgot that Cruel Celebrant also reacts to its own trigger. So we beat the Bant deck. That Bant deck has been kicking my trash all over town with every deck except for this one, apparently. So that was awesome. All right, so there you guys have it with Sorin's Revival. And dude, we had some super fun games with that deck. And I think that... I mean, I think this deck can definitely be tweaked. You guys know, if you guys have been here at all before, if you guys are new, just know that I don't typically build like the perfect deck. I build an idea and we have fun with it. And then I love to hear you guys' feedback on what you guys think should happen with the deck. I do think that we can maybe bring in something like, we can maybe go down like a copy of Revival, maybe one Sorin to bring in like a Liliana and some other sort of removal. I don't really know. Maybe the Pitiless Pontiff isn't really great. It does have some really fun synergies within the deck. We can maybe go down a Ministrant for another for some Sarah Disciple. So let's go ahead and do this. So Sarah Disciple. Let's go 2 of down a Ministrant and up a Liliana. So that's kind of the fun. Like this might be a little bit better of a plan with maybe a little bit better lands as well. I didn't bring in some of the other things just because we had so many other colors I wanted on turn 2. And anyway, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.